Hello, my name is Shuttler. Welcome back for another episode of EU4 Anbennar as Zurkanrek. And in previous episode, the Centaurs decided to declare war on us. It's a bit of a bloody war thus far. I mean, both sides have lost quite a bit of troops, but our side has definitely lost more. They don't have a lot of fleets to cause issues, but they can still cross. Well, they could cross through there earlier. We're hopefully going to catch a small bit of troops there, and I'm trying to start. There we go. I can actually move through there now. Start gathering up my troops into one sort of stack. Not necessarily one stack directly, but like a one group. To start winning some battles perhaps. And like a 50,000 my men plus some allies should be able to defeat the enemies over here. If we can get the defensive bonus. Admittedly, they got a massive amount of cavalry. But if we can get in, like the mountains over there, that'd be a perfect place to fight them. But I don't think we can catch them there. Now we could get them admin tech, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. We've got a little bit better situation with the balance right now, so I'm just going to take a couple loans. It's going to cost us a little bit, but I think with that we can embrace the institution. Stability cost modifier goes down, and now we can get both the mill and admin techs, which are going to be massive for this, and we will get the new artillery. I suppose we'll go for the... We'll go the large cast iron cannon. We'll have a little bit higher damage. And then now we just need to sort of link up with some of these troops here. I'm gonna attach this other... Oh, right, we got two first armies. Right, because one of them is from our vassal, or formerly from our vassal. So it's gonna group these up, so that we have at least slightly more troops. And looks like our allies are actually going down that way, so we'll just go ahead and give them a hand. The enemies are moving now around the lake again, so we won't be able to get too much further with these fights, but maybe we can catch these off guard. We've got at least a decent bit of troops there. They did have some of the troops escape. They got a bit of artillery and infantry in there. There we go, that's a stack wipe. And now let's just quickly move up north again. Do we have our... Okay, our troops are not too far off, so we can link up with the troops there. They got the 65,000 men trying to approach. If I can get out of the way, I mean, there's allied army over there is going to get destroyed, but we can at least get slightly closer. We'll have maybe 50,000 men. We can... Well, there's not a lot of good land over here to fight them. Maybe if we go for the city in here. Group up there. So if we get the sort of jump on them, or force them to fight us, rather. And the urban, it should be pretty good for supply limit. We're a little bit over there in the total limits there, but it should be fine. So overall, we got about 40,000 men here, plus our allies got a little bit more. So together... Oh, now we're taking a bit of attrition. How about... So if I attach you to the second army, will that break the... So the other first army is still attached to... Oh, now it's following the second army as well. This will be a bit risky, but I think now we've got the full front line. We've got a lot of cannons as well in these troops. And we've got some friendly troops following us, so we should be able to fight them off more or less. They got a pretty darn good general, though. Let's have a look if we can get a better one in here. Maybe we'll set the ruler to be... Well, it's not really that great, but I suppose it helps a little bit with the speed of keeping up with the troops. So if I got 41,000, our ally has a little bit in there, so I suppose the terrain is still not beneficial for us. But we'll hold on. We'll see if we can't beat them in combat. Now that we've got better cannons and all that. Oh, yeah, no, they're running. Looks like our allies might not be doing... Oh, right, they got some troops in there, okay. Natives rising? Oh, well, that's not great. We have no army to deal with that. Okay, so I suppose some of the modifiers aren't quite as expected. We should have the... Actually, let's have a look. Native assimilation. Oh, wait, no, it's the native uprising chance. It's minus 50%. Oh, hold on a minute. Am I looking at the wrong... Right, we do need to actually switch back to the old one. Because it was the assimilation that increased there, not the... Right. Okay, well, let's boost the stability at least. That was a bit of a mistake there. But now we need to figure out who's going to be able to deal with them. We might lose that colony, quite frankly, for a little bit. So I got the 60,000 men army here. We're going to at least do a little bit of... sieging down again. And if some of our friendlies were to siege down the area there... Oh, right, so... Actually, in terms of the combats, we're still losing a bit more, but we got a lot of blockades going on. So that helps us a lot with the war score. Plus, we've seized down a decent bit of land overall. Now, we can't do separate peace with any one of these. Bit of a shame. But, like, at least we're not that close to starting to lose the war yet. That makes life a lot easier. Traveling Minster. I'll take the stability, yes, thank you. I'm just going to move my army all the way through here. Already damaged. Oh, no. That means that the colonist is free, at least. Well, let's do another one over here. We probably shouldn't be going there right afterwards. I mean, technically speaking, we probably could. But I don't think we should. Oh, they got the army down south there. Okay. So that's what they're doing. This is all grassland still. At least we've got... Let's see, that's 45,000 men total. Troll refugees. We'll let those poor souls... Oh, Zurkanrek gets a troll minority. Alright, let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, it increases the unrest a little bit, but supply limit modifiers are increased. Okay, so trolls aren't necessarily that great in terms of the modifiers, but I suppose better than nothing. Like, with the better cannons and all that... Oh, right, they're going over here to de-siege that area, but no. Are they going to go towards my capital or something? Or maybe over there to relieve their... Oh! Okay, someone else won the election this time. Oh, it's right here. Alright. They're not in the war right now. That's all I know. Okay, will our 45,000 men be sufficient if we start sending it up north again? Maybe we can intercept the big army here somewhere. Force them to do... Oh, actually, I've got an idea. Where do we have the small fleet? You, just stay here. Should be able to block that entrance. Force them to go around here. And then we can step sort of behind them. Or especially if they start sieging down the fort there. Yeah, no, they... Okay, they're not going through at least. But we've got the 47,000 men. It's slowly increasing. It should be going up to 50,000 at least. Oh, now they're moving south again. Alright. Well, I suppose I'm going to be needed in there then. Change of plans. But now we're slowly sieging down a lot of the stuff in here. From their allies. I suspect that will be quite useful information. But this big army is going to be an issue very shortly. Even though I got 48,000 men, I don't know if I'll be able to destroy them all. Let's go ahead and select the second army, make sure... Okay, yeah, it does allow attaching. I know that they are close. And steps, so they will get some bonuses in there. But maybe we can enter that fight within reasonable time. Nope, it just ended. Okay, so now we're attacking them. They are a little bit lower in morale. We got a lot higher tactics. Our cannons should be a bit more effective in combat as well, but they got the step advantage as the... Or extra shock damage in there, but I think we are still going to win this. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a lot of damage for both sides, but we won that combat, which is the most important thing right now. Now let's go ahead and take the second army, which is the leading one. And... Is that... Okay, they're probably going to go pretty far away. But now if we just chase down that army, we might be able to beat them again and again. Like, they're down to 45,000 men. Oh, more loyalty from the merchants. That's always nice. There we go. Do we have the... No, it's still -6 from battle, so the ticking war score is on either side. But they don't have quite as many armies as we do, so... Like, okay, I personally don't have all that many, admittedly, but... Like, our side in general has a lot more. Let's go ahead and do a quick siege over there. Get that one done, and then we can... Right, I suppose they got some stuff over here sieging. I could maybe send one of the armies back, but I'd rather not right now. I'm willing to let that area be seized down for the time being, if we can force this war to end sooner rather than later. Which, to be fair, is going to require still a lot of victories. Ah, but there we go, we got the siege done. I'm just going to go ahead and help with this siege next. If we can get that force siege down, I mean, we already got the naval blockade around there, so we can sink some of their ships once it's done. Monopoly company formed. Trade efficiency for 10 years, plus 15%, and 50 diplomacy points. Oh, ooh, that's a lot of money, to be fair. I'm going to save the money. So we can pay off the loans. That increases our monthly income, gives us a bit more sort of leeway. Zurkanrek expansionism. Oh, right. They don't like me again. I'm not surprised. But one way or another, I need to win this war. How dare they make such a demand? What's the other option? Morale of armies? No, I don't want to lose morale of armies at 25 years. Landfalls a little bit modify, leader without upkeep. No, I'm currently fighting for the survival of the entire bloody Federation. If I need to fight the entire bloody Federation, then I will do that. But then that means that a lot of the... Oh, right. Federation in crisis. Oh no. Anyway, do we have any sort of grounds for a peace deal now? They would maybe accept a bit of a peace deal. They were not willing... Okay, yeah, they're not willing to give me anything. I wouldn't mind getting that one for myself, to be fair. But, like, this war might be a bit of a short one in comparison. Ah, but there we go. We sank at least some of the ships there. I suppose we could go and free up the other ships in here in the region. Oh, they've got the big army there. Alright. Let's group up with the others. There we go. That's another victory. Crisis Federation. And where are they going? They're going down there. It is grasslands. It might be a bit of a crossing penalty, but I think I'm going to try to chase that one down. If nothing else, I can try to at least get into an area where I'll be closer to our very soon-to-be enemies. I'm just going to wait until you're locked in here. And then we're going to fight you on the... Well, we'll be defending. Although it doesn't really make much of a difference in this particular combat. But our cannons are doing a pretty darn good job on the front line there. Damn. Or on their front line, rather. So we lost about 10,000 men total. They've lost about 14,000, but that is another 4 points of war score. An infinite combat ability for one of the generals. That's actually really nice. So they would be willing to give me that. Not that one, though. So how much... Okay, if I take another... 200 ducats... 250 ducats. How much would I be getting from that? 100 ducats, okay. I'm going to do a quick piece with these right now, because I know that we are going to have another war soon against a lot of the others. So this one's going to have to go to our capital, I reckon. And then this is the first army. Oh, right, this is the ruler in here. And where's the last army over here? Right, so you are... Oh, exiled armies cannot be attached. Right, fair enough. So the next war that we're going to have is going to be probably against the Federation again. And that will be quite important. Asking for me to... Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit. You did help us in the war. Unlike a lot of the other allies that we used to have. Right, we've got a potential for peasant revolt. It's mostly up in the north, that is the problem. Alright, we could request war rights. I don't think it's going to be very much needed right now, but at least we won another war. I could have probably gotten a lot more, but I don't want to extend the combat too much in there. I suppose another thing that I could... Well, I can't build there. I'm going to build a fort over here, just to slow down the potential of enemies trying to march through there, especially the centaurs. I mean, it's grassland, so it's not going to be that great. Troll Toll. Ooh. Nobility would kind of not like that. So I'm just going to take the middle option there. So trolls will be a little bit more tolerated. Oh, and where's the fleet? So we've got this fleet over here that has been doing the protect trade in the Zurkanrek. And then we're going to take these fleets, combine them again over here somewhere. Hopefully our troops can get in or back home quickly enough. The war hasn't quite yet started, but it will soon. We'll at least have a little bit of time to recuperate before the war starts. We actually a little bit of our land force limit, so I suppose one thing that I could do, get another regimental camp somewhere. Like for example there we got a lot of buildings that we could build. It's a bit expensive. It'll be fine, and then these are... Right, so we did actually capture something. Oh, we captured another transport. Right, from the Centaurs, isn't it? We got some obsolete ships here, but we don't have them. Oh, we don't have 12 ducats to upgrade that one transport that we got. Oh, we lost the Grand Captain as well. Oh dear. Right, so we're going to upgrade the ships first. And then we're going to worry about the Captain. Morale of armies might not be a bad one. Or the fort defense. I mean, discipline wouldn't be bad either, but that is a level 2 advisor. And I don't know if we can, realistically speaking, afford that. We don't have a lot of inflation, at least, so that's good. And now we're making a bit more money per month. Of course, we've still got a bit of... oh, yeah, we're paying 10.5 ducats for all the reinforcements. We've got the armies down here. Got one army in the rear. I suppose this one's going to be doing a little bit of rebel suppression. It might not be enough to produce everything. But it will provide a cover for a lot of that region, at least. And then I suppose this one could Once it's in there, it can, technically speaking, while we wait for the war, do a little bit of rebel suppression for the northeastern part of our nation to make sure that some of the rebellions might not fire. And then we've got the one in the south here, but that's only one province that needs to be worrying about right now. So not too bad. So there's the 4 defense advisor. That wouldn't be too bad. There is the morale of the armies advisor as well. That would be extra 10%. It's not a much upkeep, but I suppose we might go for the discipline one. Right, so what do we have over here? There's the prestige but development converted. I'm going to go for the Call of the High Seas, actually. Just so that we can build the, especially the trade ships, a little bit cheaper. Or when I say a little bit cheaper, I mean a lot cheaper. Yes, 10 ducats each. Get that to 5 or 15 ships there. Oh, and one of the missionaries is finally done. Suppose we got a little bit of boost on the speed there. Yeah, 2.2% per month. So, you know, it still takes a while. Just not quite as much. And now we can get the... Oh, right, now we upgrade, or can upgrade the transports once again. I don't think I'm going to do that yet. The transports aren't really that important right now. We'll do that at some point, but not right at the verge of another war. Oh, there we go. Conversion done. Path of war. We should probably ready our men for battle. And now let's start converting another province down. Oh, because that's building, so we can't convert that one. I suppose over here there was... No, it's not there. Actually, is it? No, it's not that one either. So there's that one. Oh, there's some of these that we need to convert. Okay, well these don't take too long. So we can start with that one. Yeah, at least somewhat in the friendly territory. We should be fine, and we got the extra 10% infantry combat ability now for the war, which is probably going to start soon. I'd imagine anyway. And we should have, roughly speaking, the... Oh yeah, we do actually have the land force limit now. All in its glory. Oh, and can I get a claim over here? I can. I will do that. At least we've got a bit of claims for potential wars in the future, or if they join in the war against me, I'll take it in the war. But let's get the discipline advisor now. So how is our discipline total? At 112.5. I mean, that's a decent bit of discipline. It's not necessarily the best, although if we have a look at the quality of the armies, actually, what is the best discipline around here? 115. Okay, so we're fairly close to that. But the 115 might be on the enemy side. On the other hand, professionalism is the best in here, and tradition is shared best with the centaurs. Or pretty close to it, at least, with the centaurs. So it's not too bad. We've got definitely the best morale, although I suppose a lot of these have their maintenance reduced, so in combat it might not be quite as good. But if we have a look at the armies in here, most of the enemy armies are going to be fairly small. I mean, it's going to be a lot of small armies, admittedly, so it can still be quite painful to deal with. But I suspect that I can at least take away a lot of the small armies. Improvements in land tech. We get some inflation, and at the cost of a bit of, or gain a bit of military points. Now, to be fair, the inflation is dropping on its own, so it's not too bad. It's going... Oh, right. Embrace the economic theory. Reform, alright. And, oh, well, I'll take some money. Bit less than Republican tradition, but that'll just have to be... And now we're gonna... Oh! So begins Citizen Stake Arms, 47,000. So everyone's going to get a lot of manpower. So, who are we fighting? Oh, wow. I didn't realize we got this many allies in the war. Alright. Okay, yeah, our side has a massive advantage in terms of troops. I mean, without my men, it would be a little bit more equal, but since I am taking part in this war, it's, yeah, it's going to be quite a bit in our favor, that's for sure. I suppose we can sail through there. I'm just going to give this one orders to hunt enemy fleets in North of the Ren Sea, and then we've got... Ah, these are part of the enemies. Aha. Let's have a double check. So there's that one and all of this. Then there's few nations over here, so okay, this is going to be fairly easy. We can siege down as much as we can. And the enemy's already lost one ship there. Of course, the... Oh, is that... Yeah, it is the superiority war, but I suppose the naval combats don't count, at least small naval combats don't count in that. They got a bit of troops there. Oh, Adventures versus Bandits. Ooh. Will be removed. 3 prestige. Adventures get a bit of influence, but that's fine. I suppose actually what I should be doing is send the fleet down this way. It might fight some enemy fleets on the way, and what we can do is we can repair the ships that still need to be repaired. But that should not be an issue. There's a bit of fighting over here. I don't think our allies are going to hold there all that long, but we're going to force enemies out of the war one by one. Look at the war, so we can't do the naval barrage yet. But once we do get our fleet in there... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do the... Oh, there's a colony. Autonomous sieging. With this army. We can siege down all of that. And then once the other army here is down, we can just move it onto the mainland. Do some more fighting there. Where's the... Oh, right, that's busy sieging. Right, so this army... It's not the best leader, but it'll have to do. Oh, there's a little bit of enemies in here. So they're building up troops, that's for sure. I suppose what I could do, is there any... So there's autonomous sieging, Scorched Earth, but there isn't autonomous hunting armies. Alright then. I mean, not that we initially need it anyway. Where's the fleet? Oh, adventurers want to buy land. Alright, that's fine. Take a little bit of land. How is the land situation anyway? 57% is still owned by the crown. So that's still pretty decent overall. We're going after some of these... Oh, they got a 5,000 men army there. We'll go and hunt that one down soon enough. But there's going to be some easy victories. I mean, we lost some battles, admittedly. We've also sieged down a lot of, or blockaded a lot of things. I know we got the fleet in here, so if we have a look at the siege, we should be able to do the naval barrage to break down the walls. And that's going to speed up the siege a lot, plus we get the +2 from the blockade. Well, technically speaking, +4 total. So without that, we probably wouldn't be having any chance of winning the siege yet. But thanks to the modifiers that we have, it's doing fairly fine. I'm just going to go and siege down or kill all of these small armies in here, while that one focuses on sieging the enemies down. There we go. How? Nope. That's another victory. Oh, they got 24,000 men up there. Okay, I'm just going to send the army up. I suppose we're going to enter from this side. We might have some friendlies to join us. That is grassland, so no defensive terrain bonuses from there. But I suppose once we win the siege over here in the north, we can then start attacking, or sort of attack them from both sides, hopefully. You want to ally me? I mean, you're no longer the Federation leader, I suppose, so that's fine. I don't need to worry about you causing issues for me. Do you want to ally me as well? Okay. Just remember, I'm not giving you money. You're on your own in that regard. There we go, siege done. Are we going to get across the waters? We should be. Let's move down here first. They're not going to win the siege yet. I'm going to wait until... There we go. Let's move in. We're going to have 40,000 men against their 26,000. We've got a lot of cannons, a lot more than they do. They have a bit better... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a stack right with 26,000 men. Alright then. So, where are we... Okay, we could siege down some of the stuff there. Let's send in our fleet down this way. Also, I suppose what I should do is just send in the damaged ships to be repaired. We'll still have quite a good amount of fleet in there. They've got a bit of armies in here. They are slowly accumulating them, but I suppose now we'll be going after the armies. Oh, it's going all the... Oh, it's not going after the armies per se. But there's someone else defeating the armies, I suppose, for me. Oh, we found some iron in here. Good. Now that we've got the cannons in here, we don't have the leadership of that siege. Or this siege. So we can't really do too much. I mean, at least we're blockading, so it does help. And is there any of the enemies... None of the enemies are ready to take a peace deal yet. We might get a coalition after this war. Admittedly, but oh well. I suspect that people are still more afraid of the centaurs than they are of me, so... We might be fine, maybe. There we go, there's a lot of sieging happening in here, and we're getting control of most of it. Not quite all of it, but most of it. And these sieges are coming along quite nicely. How much armies do they now have? They're down to 1,000 men. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Alright then. Well, this might be a bit of an easy war then. There we go, there's one siege down. Okay, so that's... Okay. That's siege down by our friendly... nation in there. Oh, so all of this is enemy as well. Let's go for the farmlands there, I suppose. There we go, we sank one of the galleys. And, oh, naval showman. Prestige from naval battles, okay. And siege down that one. Is that... Oh. Hold on, who sieged that? Oh, right. The base color is the purple. Alright, so you siege down that one. I suppose, first of all, you... So they wouldn't take the peace deal yet. Suppose we've got another army over here that we can send out. Not sieging ammo. And there we go. We sank another 4 ships. So all the enemies are still high enthusiasm. But for how long? Probably not very long, let's be honest. If you look at the enemies, so... Oh, this is all enemies as well. Okay. This has been mostly sieged down by now. So that's not something we need to worry about. I suppose we can just take this army, actually. Just going to move it back here to start doing some rebel suppression again. It looks like our friendlies are indeed doing a pretty good job in here. Oh dear, we lost a statesman. Although I suppose if we can get a... Ooh, trade efficiency, that would be quite nice. What others do we need for the missions in here? So we need the Master of Mint and not be at war. There's the Sea Laws, which requires not be a crisis and require a little bit more Diplo points. Right, so Master of Mint. Then over here, well, we need to have this area done. So Master of Mint is the one thing that we need to worry about right now. So in other words, we could easily take the Trade Efficiency Advisor, give it another promotion, I guess. We could maybe give that a promotion as well, so we get a little bit more points per month. Oh, is that one? No, that's not. Siege down by... Oh. Right. Yeah, I suppose we can go around. I still need to get this siege down, which I'm not the leader of the siege, so I can't use the naval barrage. Otherwise, I would. I'd say that this war has been going fairly quickly. I was expecting to fight most of the Federation, rather than most of the Federation supporting me, but... Well, I'm not complaining, per se. Is there anyone that would be willing to take a peace deal now? What about you? We've got the annexation peace deal there already, but you're not willing to take that quite yet. Alright then. Suppose we can also take a bit more money from you, potentially, although that means that you're even less likely to take the peace deal. Suppose the leader... Oh, there we go. Put another fleet there. Sank... Oh, ooh, we got a galley out of that. Alright, let's send the repair ships to be... Oh, the repair ships to be damaged. No, the damaged ships to be repaired. I suppose most of this has been already sieged down. So I guess at this stage, there's not too much to worry about. So I guess you've got a lot of your stuff to siege down. So I'm going to take your capital. Also going to take a little bit of the land down here. Okay, you're not willing to give me all of that, but I suppose I can at least take one of them. So then I can just close off this entire region from anyone else from colonizing. Well, slowly at least. Right, so that would be pretty good. I'm going to take a little bit of your coin as well. 24 ducats. I'm probably not going to get a lot of that. About 9. Okay, it's not too bad. But getting this capital of theirs is really important. Right, so that's one nation out of the war. And then there's this, and this. I know that it's not very descriptive, but we can... Oh, right. Now let's see if we can give some of this away. Oh. I don't have a diplomat to send. Okay, so they would take that one. Not quite all their money. Okay, they can pay 50 ducats. I'm going to get 20 of that. And that's going to be another nation annexed. So there's going to be a little bit less choices for future rulers or leaders of the Federation, which should, in theory, increase the chance of me being elected as the leader. Right, so you're not willing to take that peace deal yet. What about this one? I don't suppose we can... Maybe we could give a few provinces away from here. Oh, that's occupied by me. Okay, maybe I should give... I could, technically speaking, take this. Have a bit of farmland over here, and then we can start expanding from there. Or we could just, you know... Oh, right, we don't have a diplomat again. It does remind me, though. I suppose what we should do is get a bit of claims over here. That's at least one. And then... Oh, yeah, there we go. We've got the Casabelli. And we're a great power again. Excellent. Also, we should be able to get a reform fairly shortly. So what is the next one going to be? Governing principle of the administration. Political principle. Administration possible policies. Moral principle. Diplomatic possible policies. Defense principle. Military possible policies. Years of separatism minus 10%. That would be quite nice, actually. But we don't have the innovation ideas or embrace enlightenment, so that's not really an option. Our military principle. Winning wars grants 5 Republican tradition. Separate peace do not count. Reform modifies so yearly Republican tradition does go down. Years of separatism go down and max absolutism goes up. I think we might want to go for the diplomatic possible policies, actually. Yeah, that's probably the one that we'll choose once we get the choice. Let's wait. There we go. So now we can... Oh, unconditional surrender. Right, so what are you willing to give? I suppose if I give that province away from you and then get some ducats from you. Now we'll just need to wait a little bit longer. I suppose what I could maybe do... who controls that? Oh, right, so it's there. So we can just do that. Annex both of them. And then take as much money. Well, that's not a lot of money, but at least this will allow us to end the war. And now there's no... Who is actually the leader of the Federation? Doesn't make me the leader. It does not. We got a normal standing. I don't think there is a leader right now. I suppose that is something that will get elected soon enough again. Presumably. I'm actually going to move in the army down here again. Since it's still black flagged anyway. I got this army that can deal with the rebellion. Well, I don't know if it can deal with the rebellions fully, but it can at least do some rebel suppression on the sort of eastern half of our nation. I suppose, can we increase the... Oh yeah, we could increase the army size again. But we could also build another manufacturer, so let's do that real quick. I suppose assault will have to do. It's almost a target again in a monthly income, but unfortunately we are out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.